You are the supreme primal objective. You are the ultimate resting place of all this universe. You are inexhaustible and you are the oldest. You are the maintainer of the elemental religion, the
Eternal.
personality of Godhead. This is my opinion.
Yes. So, children, this is the chapter 11, where we are clearly told that Krishna is a supreme primal objective. He is a supreme objective for all of us. So, ultimately, the Gita is telling us Krishna as God and surrender ourselves. You are the ultimate hiding place in the universe. You are old. There is no beginning. You are the maintainer of the origin. And Arjuna says that this is my opinion. So this is what he realizes. Um, Anushka has read. Who did not read? Vihan. Vihan, can you read what Arjuna is saying over here? You are the origin without beginning.
You are the original without beginning, middle, or end. You have numberless arms,
Numberless
arms, and the sun and moon are among your great illuminated eyes. By your own radiance, you are heating this entire universe.
Yes, thank you, Vihan, and thank you all. You've all read some of the verses for me today. Thank you all. So here Krishna is saying that Arjuna is telling Krishna that you have numberless arms, and among so many eyes, even the sun and moon are one among the different eyes that Krishna has, and you are heating this entire universe by your own radiance. Everything is coming from Krishna. And here we can see the example of that Krishna is spread across not only this planetary system of Milky Way, but across all planetary systems. So Arjuna is saying, although you are one, although Krishna is everywhere, he is in so many forms, still you are one. You are spread throughout the sky and the planets and the space between. And then you know what does Arjuna, here we come to know whether Arjuna really likes this form. He is saying that this form is actually terrible. It's perplexing me. It's making me confused and I'm getting disturbed. He likes to see Krishna as his friend and as a guide and his charioteer. This huge form is making him scared and making him, terrified. So he's saying that all the demigods are surrendering and entering into you. I can see all the different gods are all entering into you. They're all folding their hands and singing Vedic hymns. Some of them are even afraid of you because they know that you are the all-powerful. And he can see that they're all part of Krishna. Here we can see 11.22, all the manifestations of Shiva. Shiva also has so many manifestations. The different Adityas, the children of Aditi, the Vasus, the Sadhyas, Vishwa Devas. We don't know all these, so many kinds of Gandharvas and all these different kinds of, not human beings, but different kinds of beings are present in all the different planets. The Ashvis, Maruts, forefathers, the Gandharvas, Yakshas, Asuras, they're all beholding this divine form in wonder. Nobody can understand. They're just looking at the Lord in wonder. Oh, mighty armed one. All the planets with their demigods are all disturbed at seeing so many faces, eyes, arms, bellies, legs, terrible teeth. And I am also getting very, very disturbed. So, those who really love Krishna and they want to, have a bhakti relationship, they actually don't like to see the universal form or imagine the universal material form of Krishna. They like to look at Krishna as the person that he is, the human form, the two-armed form is a favorite form of all the devotees. They like to see Krishna in his two-armed form. So here we come to know that seeing the amazing form, we appreciate it, not only because it's amazing, but more importantly, because even that is included in the Lord's universal form. So here, when we see anything in this universe, we can appreciate it because we know that it is also part of Krishna. As Arjuna's vision, what all has he seen? He has seen a top to bottom vision in 11.15. He is limitless. Krishna has effulgence. Then it's also his personal form is there, and there's unlimited opulence. And how Krishna is spread across all planetary systems, and how he inspires fear and subordination also. So, because Arjuna is overwhelmed by the power and brilliance of the light of Krishna, he loved to see Krishna in his two-handed beautiful form. The two-handed beautiful form of Krishna whom we pray to, that is called, you know what is that called? The name of that form? Nisha, can you read this? What is that name? What is that form? Two-handed, loving, and form which we all like to see Krishna in. What is that form called, Nisha?
Sham Sundar form.
Yes, Sham Sundar form. So the two-handed form of Krishna, which everybody, all devotees love to pray to, is Krishna's Sham Sundar form. Okay? And then we come to know in 11.24, Arjuna is saying, "Oh, all pervading Vishnu, seeing you with your many radiant colors touching the sky, your gaping mouths, and your great glowing eyes, my mind is perturbed by fear. I can no longer, I can maintain my steadiness of equilibrium." He's so getting so scared and terrified. So he says, and you know, furthermore, what does Arjuna say? Arjuna can see all the sons of Dhritarashtra along with their allied kings in the opposite army, Bhishma, Drona, Karna, all the soldiers. They are all entering the mouth, and they are smashed by the fearful teeth of Krishna's form. I see that some of them are being crushed by your teeth. Such a fearful form, and he sees that why is Krishna showing this? Krishna is showing this to Arjuna in advance and telling him that you are not the one who is killing them. I have already killed them. They are already, you know, their future, their destiny is decided. They are all going to be smashed, and they're all going to be dead. So Krishna is trying to tell Arjuna that you don't have to think that you are a sinner or something. You are doing this for me. You are becoming my instrument. Okay, so here we see that just as many waves of river flow into the ocean, similarly all the warriors are entering into your mouths, Arjuna is saying. I see all the people of the opposite, the Kaurava army. In full speed, they are all rushing into Krishna's mouth as if they are dashing to destruction. Here we can see people in suits and coats. If we were seeing the divine form of Krishna, this is what we would see, right? We would see according to what we know. O Lord of Lords, so fierce of form, please tell me who you are. I offer my obeisance to you. Please be gracious to me. You are the primeval Lord. I want to know about you. I do not know what your mission is. So here, what do we come to know, children? In the verse 11.31, Krishna is asking, who are you? What is your mission? And he's asking, why is Arjuna asking these questions? He actually knows Krishna as his friend. And now he's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But seeing such a huge form, he is puzzled. He is, suddenly wonderstruck. And Krishna's replies, we will come to know now in the next verses. He is going to say, I am time. I am the prediction. The entire future, can be predicted. And then he tells Krishna, Krishna tells Arjuna, you have to only become my instrument. You have to only become my instrument and do your duty. That's all. We all actually are just, there are songs. There's a song which I used to learn in my school. Make me a channel of your peace. I am your instrument. You make me do what you want this, me to do in this world. So here Krishna is saying that time. Yes. Somebody has.
I know that food, ma'am. I know in life. Let me bring your hope, but there is that injury. Your pardon, Lord.
Yes. Make me a channel of your peace. Where there is injury, let me, let me be able to bring pardon. Very beautiful prayer. I like that prayer a lot.
Yes, ma'am. If you want, I can send you that. I have in my diary of school.
All right. You can send it in the group if you want. Okay. So now this, Niranjan, can you read this one now? You can send that later. Can you read this slide now for me?
The blessed Lord said, I am destroyer of the worlds, and I have come to engage.
Time I am. मैं समय हूँ. Time I am.
Destroyer of the worlds, and have come to engage all people, with the exception of you, the Pandavas. All the soldiers here on both sides will be slain.
Correct. So here Krishna says, I am time. I am the Kala Rupa. What is his mission? So when Arjuna asks, who are you? Krishna says, I am time. And what is your mission? He says to destroy all the people except the Pandavas. All are going to be dying. And this indicates even if Arjuna did not want to fight, they are all going to die, because once Krishna decides somebody has to die, no one can save them. When Krishna decides somebody has to be saved, no one can kill them. Okay, so that is the beauty. So in 11.33, we have an important advice given. Krishna is telling Arjuna, therefore get up and prepare to fight. After conquering your enemies, you will enjoy the flourishing kingdom. They are already put to death by my arrangement. And you, O Sabyasachi, can be put back an instrument in the fight. So you can see here there's an instrument, it's a surgery happening, and Krishna is actually doing a kind of a surgery on the earth. He wants to remove all the bad elements and keep all the good ones so that dharma will continue on this earth. And he calls Arjuna Sabyasachi. The word Sabyasachi, what is the meaning? Ritika, can you read the meaning of Sabyasachi, dear?
Yes, ma'am. It suggests ambidexterity and was given to Arjuna as he could handle the bow with equal flair in both hands.
This name is given to Arjuna because he is ambidextrous. The word ambidextrous, if you see in the dictionary, it means somebody who is good at both hands. You know, we are usually good at either right hand, we are called right-handers, or somebody is good at left hand, they are the left-handers. Arjuna was equally dexterous with both his hands, and he could handle his bow equally with both his hands. So Krishna is actually trying to say that you are ambidextrous. Use both your hands and fight. Come on, get up. Stop, feeling so disappointed and compassionate and all your confusions. Remove all that. These people are already dead. It's all planned and decided. You just have to be my instrument. Okay? And so here we can see in this verse, he says, I've already destroyed all the enemies. I've shown it to you. And you have to become my instrument. So he's saying that Sabyasachi, the meaning is there in this slide. And Krishna is trying to motivate Arjuna, just you fulfill my desire. He's saying that it's the Lord's plan. God has already decided this is his plan. So what is a sign of intelligence? When we recognize that the whole world is moving under the plan of the Lord. Nothing happens which is not plan of the Lord. Okay, so it is fools who will keep on arguing and they will find, maybe. But those who, once they understand that Krishna is in charge, they will have no more speculations are left. And how can I be? Now here there's a question. How can each one of us become instruments in the hands of Krishna? We have our plans. Lord has his plans. Now our plans will succeed only if our plans match Krishna's plans. Otherwise, they will not succeed. How will we know that our plans are matching Krishna's? When we are constantly thinking of Krishna, chanting about Krishna, we're thinking of the Lord. Lord will come in our heart and bring a light, and he will bring dispel all the darkness, and he will bring the knowledge, and we will come to know. That is how we will come to know. When we associate with Krishna, when we chant, when we only try to keep association with devotees, and we try to avoid people who have an atheistic mentality. Why do they have an atheistic mentality? Because they have so many desires in the material world. They don't want to think of soul is everlasting. They don't want to think of the Lord. It disturbs them. They want to be busy running after their desires, and they don't even see that these are all temporary. They're unable to see it. So Drona, Bhishma, Jayadratha, Karna, and all other great warriors who are on the opposite side, they're already destroyed by me. Therefore,
they are like a god.
Who are like God, Vihan?
Warriors.
Warriors?
Yeah, that warrior you told.
Who are like gods? I didn't understand.
You told some warrior's name.
Here the warriors, no? The Drona,
Yeah,
Bhishma.
they are god also.
No, not at all. Krishna is the only God. Everybody else, like even the other gods we pray to, they all get their power from Krishna. Now
They
these
don't
are,
have superpowers.
no, they are just warriors, fighters, okay, who have learned how to fight in their childhood. They went to schools where they learned how to fight, and they're fighting in the wrong side. They're fighting for adharma. That's why Krishna has already destroyed them, because they are not standing for the truth. They're not standing for dharma. Although they are good, they are good at heart. They have done so many good things, but the one mistake is that they stood with Duryodhana, who is, doing adharma, which is a wrong thing. And when they're standing for adharma, Krishna has destroyed them. So in this verse, Krishna is saying that all these Drona, Bhishma, Jayadratha, Karna, and great warriors who are standing in the opposite side, Kaurava side, with Duryodhana, they are already destroyed by me, because I have decided their destiny. Therefore, you can kill them. You don't have to be disturbed. You simply fight and you will be the winner, because I have already decided their fate. They have stood for adharma. They are not going to last. They are all going to die. Don't worry. You just have to fight. Okay. And then we have Arjuna's prayers, which are very beautiful. Arjuna tremblingly, he prays and he begs for forgiveness. He asks for forgiveness because he did not realize that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. And he used to be very friendly way talking to Krishna, and very, like he was behaving, even his cousin and his close friend. So he says, forgive me if I just treated you just like a friend and I must have, said things which are not correct. Please forgive me. I did not realize that time that you are Supreme Lord. And he fearfully requests Krishna to again, please stop this universal form. I want to see your two-handed form. And then we have actually Krishna shows his four-handed form, which is Paramatma. The four-handed form of Krishna, which is Paramatma, you see in Guruvayur temple also, is actually there, the form which is present in all of our hearts. Arjuna, when Krishna takes the Paramatma form, he enters every human being, every living thing, even the smallest of insects and the smallest of the microorganisms, all have Krishna in the form of Paramatma, India residing within them. Okay, so that is a Paramatma form. Then we have Krishna who is everywhere, who is expanded everywhere. Then we have Krishna in his two-handed personal form. So when we imagine Krishna in his personal form, we can have bhakti and love more easily. That's why Krishna says that be a bhakta of the two-handed form. So here we can say in these last few verses, children, I hope today I can finish. We have 9 more minutes. Sanjaya is telling Dhritarashtra finally in the last few verses. Sanjaya is saying, "Oh king, after hearing these words from Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Arjuna, he trembled fearfully. He offered obeisances. Obeisances means his prayers with folded hands and falteringly, because he's so overwhelmed. He's not even able to speak fluently. Falteringly, Arjuna is saying, "Oh Rishikesha." Arjuna is telling Krishna, "Oh Rishikesha, the world becomes joyful upon hearing your name. You hear Krishna. You hear the different names of Krishna, Rama, whatever the different forms. And Krishna has so many names. Everyone becomes attached to you. Although the perfected beings, they offer you their respectful homages, demons become afraid. Those who are doing wrong things or who are asuras, they hear the Lord's name, they become afraid. Those who are devotees, they become joyful. And demons, they will flee here and there. All this is rightly done. These are all the way things happen. Oh, great one who stands above even Brahma. Brahma is the creator of this material world. Okay, there are so many Brahmas because there are so many material worlds. Brahma is the creator and the master of the material world. But Krishna is, of course, much above Brahma also. Why should they not offer their homage to you? Who will not, those who understand this, who will not, just join their hands and offer their homage? You are the refuge of the universe. You are the source, the cause of all causes. Transcendental is material manifestation. Transcendental, you are spiritual and above all this material manifestation. You are the original personality of Godhead. You are the only sanctuary of this manifested cosmic world. You are the knower of everything. You are all that is knowable. You are above material modes. This whole cosmic manifestation is pervaded by you. Children, if you keep remembering these things about Krishna, you will be able to develop a bhakti. Now, this developing of bhakti and love for Krishna is not easy. It doesn't come easily. That's why we have to keep on reading the Gita, Bhagavatam, be in association. Otherwise, the material world will pull us and we will start feeling desires and we will run after these temporary material pleasures and we will be lost. We will not realize the true aim of the human birth. We'll be living like animals, eating, sleeping, enjoying, giving birth to children, mating, that's all. We will not be able to realize that God has given us this human form to realize God and to be able to, escape this material world and reach higher, spiritual world. Misha, your hand is raised here. What is it you want to ask?
Ma'am, I want to ask that what is the meaning of consciousness?
Where is consciousness?
But ma'am, I have written in that.
Okay. Consciousness, from where did you get? I don't know. But is it consciousness or some other word? CONSCIOUS.
Ma'am, because of that stories. You have that 10 one story.
Okay. Can you share the spelling in the chat, Misha? Because I don't know if you're saying consciousness or some other word. Can you type in the chat?
Ma'am, is the make me a channel of your peace prayer the prayer that Arjuna sings?
No, it's not a prayer. It's not a prayer that Arjuna sings. It's actually a Christian prayer. But the meaning is the same, that, we all just want to be an instrument of Krishna. It's a Christian prayer, Niranjan. But the meaning is the same. For a devotee, is what he thinks to the Lord. Oh God, just make me a channel of your peace. So that is actually just a prayer. And I thought it matches with the kind of same emotion of the devotees, the Hindu devotees. Anywhere, any religion, if you love God, the feeling is the same. So the same kind of words will come out when you talk about God. So Misha.
Ma'am, I like the third paragraph of it. Like, oh, master grant that I may never seek so much to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love with all my soul.
Very nice, Niranjan. Even I love those lines a lot. Help me not to always want everybody to understand me. Rather than that, let me understand others. And let me not want everyone to love me, love me, love me. Let me instead give my love to everybody. Right? Yeah, these lines are beautiful. I used to love it in school. Misha, did you put it in the chat for me?
Yes, ma'am.
3 words are there.
Okay, consciousness, inquisitiveness, and perplex. Okay. So consciousness is, basically our knowing that Krishna is everything. It's awareness. Consciousness means awareness. Consciousness, Misha, also means that who we really are. So, when we talk about who are you? You are not this body. You are the soul. And then we say that you are the consciousness. The soul is the thing which is conscious, which is which sees everything and is aware. So when you are able to think of yourself as a consciousness, then you do not think of yourself as just this body. Okay, that is one. I don't know from where you got this, so then I could relate to that place. Inquisitiveness is when you're curious. You want to know more and more. That is the feeling of you want to know about Krishna. You're very inquisitive because more you learn about how Krishna was in his birth, the more you're able to love Krishna. When you know something more and more, you're able to love him more and more. Perplexed is confused. Okay, the word perplexed means confused. So exactly.
Ma'am, got it from the story, the 10.1 or 10 point that story you have telling.
Last class?
Yes, ma'am, last class.
Okay.
That story.
All right. So now only 2 minutes are left. We'll go back and I'll check and maybe I'll try and find out where you got it and explain next class further. Okay, Misha? So
Yes,
here,
ma'am.
why is Arjuna asking for pardon? Forgive me, sorry. Because he understood that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. And he says in the last verses, Krishna, you are the father of this complete cosmic manifestation, moving, unmoving. You are the worshipable chief, the supreme master. No one is greater than you, nor can anyone be one with you. There's only one Krishna. How then can there be anyone greater than you within the whole three worlds, O Lord of immeasurable power? These prayers we can learn and we can recite. After seeing this universal form, which I've never seen before, I'm glad, but my mind is disturbed with fear. Therefore, please, Krishna, show me your form as the person. Show me once more your form as the supreme personality of Lordhead. The person that you are in your two-handed form. Please show me that. Okay, and he requests Krishna to withdraw this huge form, and he's requesting him to show him the two-handed forms. And from 47 to 49, Krishna will withdraw his universal form. Then he will show his four-handed form. Finally, he will show his two-handed form. And Krishna's two-armed form can only be seen by those who have pure, undivided love they have for Krishna. Shall we finish these last few verses in the next class? It's almost over, actually. There are 55. The 55th one is also very beautiful verse. It is the essence. Last time we had learned the 4 verses are the essence of Gita. Similarly, the last verse of chapter 11.
It's 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Yeah, that's why I said that the last few verses I will revise next class. I'll also find out what Nisha wanted to know and explain it better next class. And please join me again next class. We'll be doing the last chapter of the Bhakti. From chapter 1 to 6, it is we are talking about Sankhya Yoga. We're talking about from chapter 7 to 12, it is Bhakti Yoga. And then from 13 to 18, it's going to be Jnana Yoga. Okay. So the last chapter for Bhakti will come in the next week, next Sunday. So please don't forget to join once more. Okay. Thank you for joining, everyone. Anyone has
Bye, ma'am. Hare Krishna, ma'am.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Ma'am, what about the quiz?
Oh yes, quiz. I forgot to send the link of the quiz. Okay, let me send the link of the quiz also. There are two quiz links. I'll just put it in the chat now, and also I will send it in the group. Okay. Please attempt the quizzes. This was the first one. Some of you have already done the first one. The second quiz link, I'm putting it. You can also do it again. If last time you did not score a full marks, you can just do it one more time. No harm. You can do it any number of times. This is the second. There are 2 quizzes. All of you please do both the quizzes. Okay. Bye everyone. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, ma'am.
Hare Krishna, ma'am.